for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Black 20.
6 right there, 56.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Black, what's that?
56 to Mike.
Black is good.
And incomplete to open things up. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Bring that! White 80. Game. Snippers. 66. Black, what's that?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. D. Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Check 31.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That is caught inside the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? The spring.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
You can't stop me.
Down and goal.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
Now a give right side. It's Scott, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage?
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boston Scott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Roethlisberger. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Roethlisberger, buying time to his left. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. The corner from Compton, Mr. Sherman getting the hand in there to knock that one away.
And what a path of his to where he is right now. From Compton to Stanford, was a wide receiver at Stanford before flipping around becoming a defensive back. Lightly drafted. Remember, he went late in the draft for them and has turned into one of the best ones out there. I think his ability to be close on the play and it has such great timing right at the end to get in there and knock balls away.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
11.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Like 20.
Now Scott. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Roethlisberger now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
9 yards to go.
Here we go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
11.
55, mark, guys. 55.
Lock.
Check.
That hunt.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go.
Their own 20-yard line.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Roethlisberger. He'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Roethlisberger now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
Come on now, let's go.
The Niners take over
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he spins through. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Flag.
Mike, 55. Check 55.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Scott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go again with Scott.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, man. You need to turn over. Get that ball. Monday. Get that ball. 8.
Now it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right there, 56. You.
Flag is third.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
11.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 91 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. Scott, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
55, Mike, 55.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Scott. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
21.
Brings us 2nd and 7.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get off the field.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here we go.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
They come out here in the eye. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. LeGarrette Blunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
Watch one. Check 99.
White.
Now Garoppolo. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. Runs through the contact. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Left 30.
Hey, pick your game up.
On first down, it's Scott. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Like 80. Focus.
Check. Lucky.
Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Quarter. Go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
You must be dreaming.
Middle.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. To Switzer over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at third and a few inches. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Oh, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Blue 30. Take me up. Here we go. Flash it first.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This will be, 38 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime.